it down.
Down. Shoot.
Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Put it down.
Put the knife
Put it
down.
down.
Put it down.
Put it down. It's down.
All right. Show me your hands. Put the knife down. 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 Put it down. Put it down.
Down. Shoot.
Put it down.
Put the knife down.
Put it down.
Don't touch me.
Put it down.
Put it down. Put it down.
Put it down.
Put it down.
Shoot.
Put the knife down.
Shoot.
Put the knife down. Yo. Yo.
Take the taser. Taser. You think you can take the taser? Taser.
No.
Shoot. Put it down.
Put it down.
I'm shot. I'm shot.
You ready?
Put it down.
Put it down.
Down.
Put it down.
Put it down.
Central. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Put it down.
Put it down. Put it down.
Now, I don't know what kind of training these police get, but all I heard them hollering was, put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. I don't know what that guy's mental state was, but obviously he wasn't operating like a normal human being, because police with weapons on them is not going to end well. And if you're still refusing to relinquish the weapon, they should realize something ain't right there, and they're at close distance. I used to always argue about stuff, and people would always say, most people, or black people, you would think they've been through the police academy, because they really understand how police are supposed to deal with you and how their training goes. Generally, we know a lot of shit about police training. Somebody will say, why you didn't put the knife down? And and then the other person will jump up and say, well, they should have, shot him in the leg. And then the other one will say, oh no, they're trained to shoot to stop, not to kill. Yeah, you're shooting at the biggest part of a person, which contains the heart and all the functions that you need to live, the biggest part. And they're telling you shoot to stop. Yeah, stop as in kill him. You're going to kill him. They shot that guy in the stomach. They say he's in the hospital recovering, and I don't think he died. But the shooting in the United States of black men by police, you could look at 1 million of them and you could go back and forth. That was justified. That wasn't. Based on police's training and the rules of the police department can determine whether you have a justified shooting or a shooting that isn't justified. But the rules are made in a racist way, because you have a subject, the black man, being surrounded by 2 or 3 white cops with guns. That's the most worst situation you could be in. It might flip some people out if you have some kind of mental issue and it triggers you could really be dead just because you didn't react properly to that situation, and it could mean the end of you, which is the video is a horrible one, and there's so many to pick from. I just picked a recent one just to share with you as a reminder that this is something that's in the front of our minds at all times, and Kamala Harris don't have us on her agenda. These are the kind of things that need to be talked about in these town halls when they talk about gun violence. It's not always shootings in schools, although that's a significant issue. It's more of a headline grabber. But for a certain segment of your population, black people, to have to live with that thought in their head at all times. George Floyd, Rodney King, all the ones that I can't, Philando Castile, that's one that comes to mind. That one broke my heart, to see him sitting in the car with his girl and kids in the back seat, and the police, and he's telling the police officer, I'm a concealed carrier. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? He's like, I'm telling you, I'm a concealed. Why would you be worried about a person who's telling you they have a gun? They're not telling you you have a, it's like it's no right answer. And that's what my thing is that we live this every day. The police brutality, the inequality in the policing in our areas. You know, if you add up all the money that goes into communities and you look at policing budgets, that would be a big part of poor areas as opposed to like going to a more affluent area and the money going to public works and libraries and things like that, and the police department as well. But our money, to me, is being dumped in there in such a negative way as a response to something that was created by racism, as opposed to giving us the same opportunity to make our neighborhoods. There should be a standard in the United States that neighborhoods look like, and the government has to get involved. The government has to get involved, but once the place looks nice and there's employment for its residents, there's no need for this guy walking around with a knife in his pocket when confronted by police, freaking out. He'd be calm and relaxed because he'd know that when police come around that we don't die. But it would trigger you if you know that could be your last day on the planet, and then it comes to reality and you hear gunshots and you're on the ground like, oh my God. I mean, what must that be like? And how can Kamala Harris and her administration see this day in and from the time they've taken over? And each presidency makes it act, you know, they speak in such detail with the numbers and the crime statistics. But when it comes down to it, they know why the crime is high. They know what makes it high. Lack of education, lack of opportunities, lack of jobs. That's it. Answer them questions and crime will plummet. But obviously, we put our money in guns and bulletproof vests and helmets for riots and crowd control before we put it in education and computers and something that's going to help the kids not even want to go down that path. The more people learn, and the more people learn about different places, the more they want to go there and be there and learn. And that's one of the most enjoyable things in the world. And I think given that opportunity and looking at crime and prevention of crime and lowering of crime in those terms is a real shot at it. Because it don't look like the United States is going to pay no reparations. And if you ain't going to pay no reparations, at least start doing the right thing from here forward. You still ain't doing that. It's still racism in the things that you do. And until that is corrected and we keep getting these presidents after presidents after presidents after presidents, and not one president has thought that the place that black people are in the United States is just unacceptable. Just unacceptable. And determined to do something about it. Not one. And that's where we at, folks. We're going to keep the fight alive and keep it going, though, and take it to Kamala because she ain't going to win. But we could beat her up over this campaign and this electoral season, and then after this, she'll be gone. We won't have to deal with her again. And this will be Trump's second term as president, and he'll be done, and we won't have to deal with him. So let's look forward to 2028 because 2024 is a horrible, horrible year. To believe you have candidates that are so bad that they're switching constituencies because they're so terrible. Oh, she's so bad, and I can't vote. And I mean, it's like you vote for people because they're good. You vote for people because of their policies. When in the world is a vice president and president denying they're in office? Because they're basically denying they're in office. They're trying to keep Biden quiet, which is easy to do. And Kamala's out there campaigning like she's out of office, Trump's out of office, and there's an empty White House, and whoever wins gets to move in it. It's not empty. Democrats are there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.